Tara Jacobson, Marketing Artfully. So today I'm talking about how to find out strategically who your competition is on Twitter. So this all started because a couple weeks ago somebody asked me who my competition is, and I had to really kind of step back and go, I honestly don't know. I guess it depends on which social channel you're talking about, which product line you're talking about, and things like that. So I thought, I should probably check and see who my competition is on the different social channels. So today we're doing Twitter. So anyways, I'm going to actually, my regular one is Pterodactyl, but I thought it would be fun to see who my competition is for one of my smaller accounts, which is Tweeting Homes. So this account has 5,500 followers, and it's about real estate marketing, realtor marketing, things like that. It's been a pretty old account. And it's pretty well regarded, and people like it, seem to like it. So the first thing I wanted to do was to explain why you might want to know who your competition is. And we're going to start with if you're running ads. So I've been running this ad forever. I only pay like 5 cents a click, so I'm getting like 4 cents followers. I don't get very many. But part of the problem right now is that they've kind of followed everybody who I had in my account. So if I wanted to get some more 5-cent clicks, the easiest thing for me to do would be to just add more people, right? So that's a really good thing for me to do. Plus, I could probably take some of those old people off who we might have gotten all their good followers out. So you can do it to help and enhance your paid marketing campaigns. You also want to see what other people are posting and see if there's some best practices or things that you could find that they do that you might want to incorporate into your stuff. And then also you want to see what's hot in the industry and kind of check and make sure that you're in on the pulse of what's going on. So anyways, let's start with the beginning. I really feel like as a business owner, you probably know a couple people at least who you consider to be big dogs in your industry, or maybe your direct competition, or maybe big competition. So Brian Buffini is a real estate marketer. He has these events. I've been to them. They love him. They love Brian Buffini. He's from Wales, I think. So how do you compete with some guy who talks like Wales? But so he has 11,000 followers, and he's only following 34, which tells me that he is not necessarily doing a good job at all on Twitter, because that means he's just using it as a speaking platform. So I wouldn't necessarily consider his Twitter a competition. I have on my real account, I have 18,000, almost 19,000. So the fact that this guy's as big as he is and he has less than my main account makes me think that nothing wrong with Brian Buffini. Don't get me wrong. He's very successful across other things. He just may not be that successful on Twitter. So I'm not going to really mind him much or see what he's doing. Okay, Tom Ferry. Tom Ferry is a real estate helper. He does these big, giant events. God bless him. And so he's following 8,000 people and has 30,000 followers. So my little ears go up for him, especially if I was going to be doing the real estate marketing, things like that. So I'm definitely going to do that. But then another thing happened today that was really cool is he was on Gary Vaynerchuk's show. He sent in a video question, and so he came to top of mind when I was doing this video. So that's what happens when you're out there in the marketplace doing things. Gary V's a big Twitter guy. These guys are talking about it today. So definitely he's somebody I would put on my list of people and say, okay, that's somebody who I really want to emulate on Twitter. I think he's doing a really great job. Okay, so another guy that's big from the old school is Greg Herder. And this is Hobbs Herder. They're an advertising agency for realtors, and they were really big back in the day. And I'm a little disappointed in Greg. Sorry, Greg. Like he cares. But his stats aren't that great. I mean, like, he's doing some stuff here. He's talking about attending his event. Basically, it's just it's his Facebook feed is coming to Twitter. So he's not actually even on here. he's not talking to anybody. He just has his Facebook stuff coming from elsewhere. So he's not anybody that I would be interested in following, but he has something really cool. So you want to always look and see if they have any lists, because this listing is the Shizzywig. So go ahead and go to lists, and he has agents worth following 13. Big deal. Social media ideas, whatever. I mean, like, you can tell this is just a little tiny wasteland. But then he has this lady who has 439 realtors, and he has, this one wouldn't be any good, but that's realtors, Masters of Marketing, GFK. So you can always go there and find out if any of those lists are really good, and then follow that list. So I'll totally follow this list. This lady has mega agents, 70 subscribers, so let's go subscribe to that. And then where that goes is, just so that you know, there's my lists. So I have, that has a bad word in it, but interesting people, manufacturing, sales, realtors. I have my own realtor list with 327. And then there's that ladies list, real estate agents. So that's awesome. That'll give me new people to follow. So that's really, really exciting. So I don't consider Greg Hobbs my competition either. So the next thing you want to do is you want to look up on Google. I looked up the best real estate marketing people, and there's just not a really good list. Like, that's just a bad search. So sometimes it'll work. If I was just doing regular marketing, there's some really good lists of marketing people on Twitter that I could have just hopped on and followed a bunch of people. But it doesn't really work for the real estate marketing, so that was a bummer, but hey, that's how you do it. A really good thing that happened, though, this was very exciting, was Tweepzy, TWEEPZ, I did a search for real estate marketing, and they have people, they have interesting people with lots of followers and things like that. So I thought that this was a very good list, and definitely going to be looking at that and see kind of who's the competition. So let's look at this. So let's take a peek, and we need to put the S in. So Twitter. So let's see this guy, or these people. Doesn't look like it's a people. They're not interacting at all. All they have is followers. Real estate news powered by these people. So it's just a thing by these people. But they have a huge mailing list, so it would be worth, oh, look at, okay, so this is one of the things that we really want to take a peek at. Look how many pictures they're posting. Their Twitter feed almost looks like a Facebook wall. Like, they don't have one post here that doesn't have a picture. Now, they're posting the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. But it's obvious that and it is just the same thing over and over and over again. But it's obvious that they're doing something right, you guys? Because they have 75,000 followers and they're only following 11 people. So definitely that's something I would put on my list of things to do, is to really make sure that I'm posting pictures with my feed. And then the last thing I really want to take a peek at is, this is really a good idea to do. So you want to go to, just do a regular search for real estate marketing, and then check out their Twitters. So here's Inman's Twitter. They follow people, so they're not following everybody, but they follow people, and they have this. I follow them. They really do provide, they're great content marketers. But look how few pictures they have. So that's really interesting. And then they're not using hashtags, so that's good to know. So what you want to do with this competitive analysis is, honestly, just try to reverse engineer and see what you feel like people are doing really well in the marketplace, and things that you think that maybe you're looking for little niches where you can kind of get ahead of them and really take over some of that market share. So hopefully that helps. Tara Jacobson, Marketing Artfully.